dual speech. Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 3254 Northeast Sumner Street here in Portland. We're located in the basement. We have a 3-inch ABS flange we're going through. We had to pull the toilet. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Looks like it transitions immediately upon access here over to the original cast iron pipe. Here we go.
What do you see?
Transitions over to concrete pipe here about 18 feet out.
Who do you have to do that with?
Here at 61 feet, we have reached the main lateral. I think it goes out to the side street. I'm going to go do locates to verify that, and then we'll let the line drain out here for a couple minutes before reeling back. I located the camera head successfully out on 32nd place. I'm going to go ahead and start rolling back the camera. The line is totally drained out at this point. We have a bunch of pebbles here in the sewer pipe. Looks like right here at about 41 feet out, there's a few feet of the line here that has there's a bunch of pebbles and then some fairly good sized rocks here in the pipe. You can see how it's damming up the line a little bit. Those are definitely going to catch debris that comes down the sewer pipe. So I would have the line jetted really well and then re-scoped to ensure that those things are gone. Another spot here we have a bunch of rocks sitting in the pipe. And we're getting close to where the transition from cast iron to concrete is, and there's a absolute ton of rocks here in the pipe. It looks like we also have a pipe tying in here. It's kind of hard to see. So just up ahead where those rocks are at, it's hard to tell with all the standing water, but it looks like there's something tying in there. Could be rain drain, could also be the neighbor. But it's a really tough one to see. This is about the best view I get right here. It could also be a break in the pipe. With the view that we have here, it's kind of hard to confirm that. There's obviously a break in the line somewhere. It's letting a ton of rocks come into the sewer pipe. Now I'm going to go ahead and locate right here at, this is about 17, 18 feet out. We'll get that located at the cast iron transition, and we'll locate just a few feet beyond that. Apart from that, though, the rest of the line is in really nice shape. I mean, it's old and original. There's some aggregate rock showing through right here, but it's by no means at a point where it needs to be replaced. But this section here does. It needs a spot repair to correct this. You could contact the city to find out if they have a record of what this connection here is. If it is one, that could just be a big hole in the side of the pipe. Alright, located this spot. It's going out the right side of the house, again out to 32nd place. This is about 4 or 5 feet out from the foundation. I've marked it with a white T. We're at about 7.5 feet deep here. It's all written on the ground out there with white paint. And then our rocks and everything pretty much stop right here at about 20 feet. It's hard to say if the bottom of the pipe is busted out or the rocks are able to travel down whatever opening this is. And again, I can't really verify if it's a hole like where a rain drain's tying in or if it's a physically damaged pipe. So anyway, I'm going to mark this about 3 feet of the sewer line here with white paint. Recommend a spot repair to correct it. And when you dig down there, it's entirely possible you may find that it could be a wire T connection from the neighbor. It could be a party line. So keep that in mind when digging. I'm hoping it's just a rain drain or a hole. Alright, I got this 3 feet of pipe mapped out on the right side of the house, again using white paint. Picking the depth up here, it's 7.5 to 8 feet deep. And I would get this section here corrected. I recommend a rescope after the repair just to ensure it was done properly. You don't have any standing water or anything like that left over, all said and done. Alright, so we have a few feet of cast iron pipe that exits out of the house. It looks like we do have some standing water in it. It's sitting right about at a quarter inch or so of standing water. Because we're already going to have to dig a hole right next to this spot, I would recommend just regrading this section here just so it drains out properly, and that can get taken care of. I don't see a whole lot of debris built up here, but it is a very cost-effective time to just go ahead and replace that probably 3 or 4 feet of cast iron pipe there. I'm going to get right up close to the house here and try and locate right at the foundation. And so this right here is about 2 feet or so out from the foundation, so it's pretty much right here at essentially where the standing water stops at. It's from about 12 feet here out to 20 feet that I would recommend be replaced. And the standing water is not horrific here, but if you're already going to be digging down there, I think it just makes sense to get that taken care of as well. And everything beyond the busted up pipe there with the rocks and everything in it, from just past that at about 21 feet all the way out to the main lateral, is in good shape and drains properly. And then all the pipe leading up to kind of the belly there at 12 feet is also in good shape. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and reel out. Again, I do recommend a rescope after the repair is done. This would also be a good opportunity to install a clean out right outside the house. I don't believe that there is one, so it would be the ideal time to get a clean out installed there as well, so you don't have to pull the toilet every time you want to service the line. We do have water dripping down, you can see there, so it looks like there's likely a leaky toilet or something upstairs that's causing some of the water to keep running.